Om Shanti. Baba has given us the knowledge that we all souls are eternally pure, 100% purity. And then from there, when we came on this world stage, start playing our part, was also the stage of complete purity. And that is called Adi, the beginning or original. So eternally I am pure. I become completely pure and go to sweet home. And from sweet home, as the cycle begins, drama begins, we all descend from home in our complete stage of purity. But with purity also there is divinity. So the eternal self is completely pure. And very pure love emerges for everyone. Love for all the souls. From this love, peace emerges. Mind is peaceful. Intellect is peaceful. There is also complete silence. When there is peace, there is power. So soul is powerful, very elevated. And then there is power, light and might. So I have to keep this immersed way that I am pure, full of love, peaceful, complete silence. Everything is merged. Thoughts, intellect. So the light of the soul And the power also is 100%. This eternal self is in the seed form, but when soul enters in body to play part, as the elements are all pure, so body is also pure. And that is called Pavan or Satopradhan. Pavan means when soul and body both are pure. So at this time, at confluence age, with pure thoughts, pure words and actions, sanskars become pure, elements, body also becomes pure. So when soul and body both are pure, it's called Satopradhan stage. So I begin my journey in golden age with this Satopradhan Pavan stage. And all beautiful qualities emerge in practical life, in day-to-day life. Baba mentioned about deity or Hindi called Devata, Dev, deity, Devata, one who constantly bestows. So from where this capacity of bestower of fortune and bestower of blessings come? It is from power of purity. Power of purity increases the capacity to be bestower of fortune and bestower of blessings. We play our part as deities in golden age and silver age. And then from copper age, worshipping of those deities begin. People build temples and worship them. It's only when the soul and body are pure that one's life becomes worship worthy. When we look into the eyes of deities, they are completely pure like lotus, detached and lovely. And their thoughts, words, and actions are of all virtues. Baba always mentions the deities are also human beings, but with divine virtues. Even elements become servers. There is harmony, there is contentment. Baba has given us this aim to have complete purity of soul and body. That is why at conference age, everything we do, everything we give to the body is completely pure. And that complete purity is attained through remembrance of one. Remembrance of Baba while eating, remembrance of Baba as companion while doing every action. So now with love, determination, keeping our aim in front, we take drishti from Baba and Baba wants us to be complete and equal to Him. Children of God are also gods and goddesses, pure and divine. With love and silence, I receive this identity of original self, a divine and elevated soul.
कोई व्यर्थ व विकारी सोबत लगाव का सोबत आता है तो अवश्य सोने के समय आप अलबेलेपन में सोए। कहीं कहती है कि सारे दिन में भी मेरा कोई संकल्प तो चला ही नहीं, कुछ हुआ ही नहीं, फिर भी स्वप्न आ गए तो चेक करो। सोने समय अपने बुद्धि को बाप दादा को पोता मिल दे करके सारे दिन का खाली बुद्धि हो करके नींद की के थके हुए आए और बिस्तर पर गए और गए तो ये अलबेलापन है। चाहे विक्रम नहीं किया और संकल्प भी नहीं किया, लेकिन ये अलबेलेपन की सजा है। क्योंकि पाप का फरमान है कि सोते समय सदा अपने बुद्धि को क्लियर करो, चाहे अच्छा चाहे बुरा, सब पाप के हवाले करो और अपने बुद्धि को खाली दे दिया अपने बाप को और बाप के साथ सो जाओ। अकेले नहीं, अकेले सोते हो ना तभी सो बनाते। अगर बाप के साथ सो तो कभी ऐसे स्वप्न भी नहीं आ सकते, क्योंकि फरमान है। या तो फरमान, अगर फरमान को नहीं मानते हो तो फरमान के बदले अरमान मिलता है। सुबह को उठ करके दिल में अरमान होता है ना कि मेरी पवित्रता स्वप्न में खत्म हो। ये कितना अरमान है। कारण अलबेलापन, तो अलबे से नहीं बनो। जैसे आया वहाँ की बातें करते करते सो जाओ, क्योंकि समाचार तो बहुत होते हैं ना, और दिलचस्प समाचार तो व्यर्थ ही होते हैं। तो कहीं कहते हैं और तो टाइम मिलता नहीं। जब साथ में एक कमरे में जाते हैं तो लेन देन करते हैं, लेकिन कभी भी व्यर्थ बातों का वर्णन करते करते सुना नहीं। ये अलबेला ये फरमान को उल्लंघन करना, अगर और टाइम नहीं है तो बिस्तर के बाहर सोने वाले कमरे में नहीं, बाहर 2 सेकंड में, अगर जरूरी बात है तो बाहर सुनाओ ये तो को, सोते सोते नहीं सुनो। कई बच्चों की तो आदत है, बाप दादा तो सभी को देखते हैं ना, सोते कैसे है। अगर 1 सेकंड में सारे विश्व में बाप दादा टीवी का चक्कर लगा, सो कैसे रहे हैं, बातें कैसे कर रही है, क्या बातें कर रही है, सब बाप दादा देखते हैं। लेकिन बाप दादा को तो 1 सेकंड लगता है, ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता। हर एक से डर, हर एक प्रवृत्ति वाले सबका जगह लगाते, ऐसे नहीं सबसे डर।
Om Shanti. I think most of you know, maybe all of you know, that Avyakti, we know as we say Avyak Babdada, Parivar is family. So this is how it is. So many children, uh, they want to sit, they want to say goodbye, they want to say Om Shanti. So some families are writing their experience that how they try to finish dinner and then whole family sits about 8, 10, whosoever is there, and they say our home has become like heaven now, because when they all sit together for 1 or 2 hours, then they feel very good before sleeping. So you saw the children also, and there are many youth because they're not going to college or school. So they like it very much to be part of this Avyakti Parivar. And Avyakti Parivar, actually, there were only 8 mothers about 20 years ago. And they used to call me every Thursday to get little message from Baba. And from there now, mm, they have grown, and every morning, because they were Hindi speaking. So there are many in the morning, regular morning, but they follow all disciplines. So you heard these children saying how important it is to take shower and to have fresh clothes, and every way purity and cleanliness also very important. So thank you, children, being part of us as a Vyakti Parivar. So Adi is a Hindi word, and that means could be original or from beginning. Our image of golden age is like beginning of the cycle. So in eternal, it's like it's seed, and everything get merged. And as I said, that mind, intellect, sanskar, light and might. So when there is body, soul is in the body, then thoughts come, intellect functions, sanskars have influence on them. But when soul is not in body, so it's only light and might. And especially at this time, because we are having aim, we are practicing and becoming pure. And as much we becoming pure, our light and might, or what we call as power, is definitely increasing. I think you all must be feeling that. So eternally everything is merged like in seed. But original is when it emerges, not only purity, but from purity then, or other qualities. Like at conference stage, I think you all must be experiencing that mind is peaceful, mind is loving, have good wishes for everyone, mind is happy, and also you are more kind, more gentle, many, many qualities. So what we will do is look at Adi self, Adi Sarup, and we will take 2, 3 qualities per day, and which I think you all must be experiencing that when really your mind is in a very pure thinking, all that, you find that you are a lot of compassion, there is kindness, there is mercy, there is forgiveness, many, many qualities emerge. So we will talk about those qualities. So Baba has taught us that how whenever you have these little intervals, it's very good because you can reflect, you can practice, you can be that. And I learned this lesson from Dani Janki many, many years ago, I think, must be 40 years or so. We were in Toronto and Baba's children were new. There was a big program in a hotel. So a lot of little things with the mic, with stage, and at the end said, our duty now is what? To spread vibrations in such a way that audience can go in silence. And I learned so much from Dari that whenever there is any kind of uh, something doesn't work or there is any, because we having translation sometimes, certain things, but not see it as obstacle. Baba has given me time, let me go in silence. Let me reflect. This is how we know that we can't have any wasteful thoughts, but very powerful vibrations. So that if something is not working, start working. And this I learned from Dadi Gulzar also, because I used to travel a lot with her, or she used to travel. We used to go together. And it's so interesting that whenever I have to do something, she's a quiet person. So first I used to think that, oh, Dadi maybe doesn't know these things, what we have to deal with. Then I realized now that she was in silence, giving me vibrations so that everything can get accomplished. And I learned a lot from there. So I'm just telling you, how do we use our time? Few moments in between, just go in silence, reflect on what we are hearing and see how you're feeling. Because really my aim, I don't know how we started and we continuing, really is that whatever Baba is saying, let's do it, let's experience it, let's become. Because you're looking at what is happening in the world. And Baba says, no, our purity has to be used. Our qualities have to be used for establishment of the new world. So we want to not only just understanding, listening and understanding is important, but not only for listening, right? It's more like internally feeling and emerging that and practicing. I think really my pure wish as we continue, it's quite a long time, is because we should be real now. We should be in practical, not that it's in our head. We know, we believe, but we have to become now. And then Baba has given us chance now. Since few weeks, people are not working or working from home, so there is enough time. No? So as I was mentioning that how the light and the might of the soul is from purity. So, as Baba also talked little bit on carelessness, but what we need is to pay attention. And when you pay attention, what I notice that when I was practicing eternal self, you know, not only for 2 weeks, I had been doing it for a few months, because I find that there is always some influence in when you're deciding something or you're doing or saying. And I thought that it's not complete purity, mm, because I'm still conditioned by the way person is, what that person does. So it's from sanskars, it's from the past. So if I really want to be internally feeling that my pure wishes, my good thoughts, then I have to go into my eternal self. So I'd been practicing, for quite a while, whether I have to reply someone, I have to, whatever I have to do, I first create this eternal stage of eternal self, and then I do it. And then these 2 weeks, of course, was more and more. So what happens that from there, a lot of beautiful qualities emerge in you, which they are there, but it's just like they are emerging. And you yourself will know, mm, that yes, I have clean heart. Mm. Because as soon as you practice eternal self, then all little things from here, there, some or other root traces are gone. So very beautiful energy of virtues emerging from purity. Mm. And that's what we noticed. We noticed that Janki, all dadis, or Brahma Baba said, in the Murli on Sunday, that when you have to be perfect and equal. So perfection is this purity, no? So eternal self, then you will emerge into, mm, original self. That means that's where the deity sanskars emerge. Some I hear it and some think that these deity images are from Hindu religion, or they are gods and goddesses. But Baba has explained us the cycle, right? That we all belong to the deity religion. Mm. And religion, in golden age, we won't call it deity religion. We won't use word religion. Mm. But divinity is the nature. Mm. That means everything will be divine. Mm. And that is why one of the symbol which is very common in deities is symbol of lotus. Mm. They say lotus eyes, lotus hands, lotus feet, like lotus. Lotus means what? Lotus flower is known. Lotus is always in a pond, lot of muddy water and all that. And everything connected with the lotus, the roots of lotus. There are nine relative, they say. I don't know, some of you might know they have lotus root, which they cook and make nice curry with that. It's called lotus root. But lotus flower is above everything. It's not disconnected. It's with all those nine parts of the plant, with the leaves, with the roots, with the root, everything. But only flower is above and untouched, no dirt, nothing. So when Baba says lotus, means in the family, in the world, whatever circumstances are there, whatever impurities, but you are detached and lovely. So you are connected, but you are detached. Because sometimes detachment could also be, I have nothing to do. We have to be connected. We stay connected, but our mind and intellect is like lotus flower. So they show lotus flower on under the feet of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is standing. In the hand they show lotus flower. Eyes they compare as lotus eyes. So it's like all parts of body they show as a lotus, because it's not only in our awareness, but then when we do actions or interactions, there is also this very detached and lovely. So detached here is also purity, right? Because when there is purity, then there is, you are detached. It's also impurity, to have attachment or greed or ego of anything. Who am I? What I am doing? All these five vices, what we talk, they are from body consciousness. So detach is something like lotus flower. Because you are detached, then you are very lovely, untouched. You are untouched because we have become very, body consciousness make us very sensitive. So we just react or respond based on the vibrations of others, what others think for me. Many, many little things. Internally we rebel and there is reaction. Subtle anger comes in, or I get disheartened. But when you are like lotus, then it doesn't, you are untouched, untouched by your own surroundings, untouched by your own, where you are in the pond. So as much there is purity, you are untouched. That is very important at this time, because there is so much pain, there's so much fear. Just imagine, every day you get news. Someone left body, want meditation, or it's very regular now. Before while like you will hear once in a month, but now it's so much and people need help. So the power of being like lotus flower, the purity, where you are detached and lovely, you will be able to help others. But if you yourself, you are touched for every little thing. Sometimes some souls share uh, that this affected me, I didn't like this, it shouldn't be like this. Of course, there are things can be better and all that, but why should my feelings get hurt? That's one lesson I always remember from Dadi Janki. She said, but okay, we have to resolve, we have to help, but why your feelings are being affected in the sense of irritation or disappointed or give up? I won't do it. I don't think I can do it. So this, as much there is purity, you have to remain untouched. Not only I have pure thoughts, but pure feelings are very important. And that is why in our memorial as deities, they have this lotus flower, because it has really, really lot of significance to think that for deities, the main symbol is lotus flower. So we all have to think in a way at confluence age, whether it is in Lokik family, Alokik family, our world family, whatever is happening, but I have to remain detached and lovely. I think when Baba says perfect is equal, then Brahma Baba, of course there is long story, but especially at the time of partition of country, at that time, it was divided into Pakistan and Hindustan, India and Pakistan. So there was lot of riots, and so much was happening, bloodshed and just killing, all that. And Baba told 300 children. Children, when I say, means not little children, his children. If you all are in soul consciousness and Baba's remembrance, No one even will look at you in the thought of harming you, hurting you, doing anything to you, or touching your body. And 300 of them, day and night, will do tapasya. Of course, they will cook, they will eat, but they had planned that certain group would constantly do tapasya. And you will be surprised that nothing happened. It's thus because not only I can say Baba is with me, but if I don't remember Baba, of course he will help because our relationship with Baba is such that he must help. But if you remember Baba and then you see how much Baba protects us. So this whole thing of with deities, symbol of lotus. And I think that all of us, you all have families, you have friends, and also this whole world. Even if some of us, we don't live with logics, but there are always, some souls, some people, some relationships around. So I would want you all to reflect a little bit on the importance of lotus flower, which I explained that it is uh, above, is connected, right? If you remove it, it won't live, right? So it has to be in that water, it has to be connected with the roots in the mud. That flower remains so beautiful and so clean. So there is deeper understanding of being lotus flower, because then it looks so lovely, right? When you look at lotus flower, have you all seen lotus flower? It's basically, you don't see it here, but in Caribbean, many places in the garden, there are so many ponds. Wherever there's a pond, there are so many lotus. So why this symbol of lotus as symbol of purity is shown with the deities? And Baba also mentioned to us that you live in the world, you live with the family, you do what you have to do, but be a lotus flower. So that means you are above everything. Okay, it happened, past is past, but not get caught up, get involved, or start responding to everything. No, a lot of things you can be in silence and let it pass. Today, during day, I had such beautiful experience of, I always believe that there are a lot of things you just go in silence and remember Baba and see how they happen, how Baba, time, energy, it will take care. But sometimes we overdo it. Like use my intellect over. For me, I just say, okay, I can only do that. It's not laziness, but it's not over involvement, or taking stress and tension. That shouldn't be. Because you see how drama, Baba, many things make things happen. But if I do not have remembrance and silence, and this thought only I can make it happen, I can do it. Many things I always leave it and say in silence, Baba will make it happen. Even sometimes it could be with some souls, with certain situations. That's why yesterday when Baba said, you have to renounce the sanskars of battling, of laboring and confusion. So whenever you find, wherever there is battling, stop it, silence, be detached. Same is when it comes to laboring. And then also confusion. You're not clear about something. Just separate your mind, intellect from there. Remember Baba, and then right thoughts will come in your mind. And these are little points, but they need to be implemented so that you have experience. And when you experience, your trust grows. Oh, this did work last time. I was just in remembrance of Baba, it did work. So your interest in remembrance will increase. Because we all need some motivation for everything, right? Sometimes it could be, oh, how I remember Baba. But these are practical ways. Mm, yeah, Baba will make it happen. I trust Baba. So remembrance of Baba. That is why ultimately Baba said, it is the remembrance which make you 100% pure. Because even this little extra thoughts, use of extra intellect, it's only when I remember that I can be free from all that. That becomes total purity also. Where Baba said no waste thoughts. Waste could be excessive, unnecessary. We keep going on and on, right? But using power of silence, power of peace, remembrance, and then you see how it is done in a very royal way, very dignified way. So purity, as I said, as a lotus flower, will help you to see how many beautiful qualities emerge. And those are the qualities we will talk about, because let's say one of the important quality or one of the quality could be mercy, right? Now, when you come in knowledge and in soul consciousness, mercy is completely different than before. Before we are merciful, we could be deceived. We are merciful, we lose. We are merciful, we get caught up into unnecessary things. But now we know. So each virtue now, after coming in knowledge with yoga, is completely applied in a different way. Many souls come and share their experience of mercy, and they are trapped, sometimes bodily, sometimes wealth wise, sometimes emotionally. So it was a quality, no? But there was some karmic accounts involved there in that mercy. So that time, if now we are in knowledge, we immediately know where, how much, so that our time, our money, our body is not lost anywhere, but used it in a worthwhile way. It doesn't mean we don't have. So now when we are in knowledge, any use of virtue or a virtue which you will feel you are using in a life is completely different way. So we will discuss a little bit more on that, right? So we starting what we call now is Adi Sarup, and that is deity. And of course, Baba gave big task yesterday, bestower of fortune and bestower of blessing. That I will take later because it's a very, so much power, right? You can bestow fortune and blessings. But yes, it is there in us and we can apply it. But for that also, understanding is needed. So we will talk about virtues as a deity. But for you, your homework is to reflect on lotus flower, above and very beautiful, very lovely. If I'm lovely, I'm not above, I'm trapped, right? So it's a very good symbol. And I really like it the way Baba explains us to be above. One is detached and lovely. One is above and lovely. So what is going above? So you think more about it, practice it, and tomorrow we will share more about how to feel about then your every part of body, the vibrations very pure. which we will start with our eyes, lotus eyes. How do I see everyone? Through my eyes. Because eyes also give lot, right? Drishti. So when there is purity, your eyes like lotus. So when you look at anyone, what will they receive? It's not I take it, someone's vibrations, but as a lotus, I'm sharing, which is I am above, I am detached, but also very, very lovely. So if you sleep, reflect, think of these before sleeping, you will have very, very good dreams. You might end up traveling and watching all these lotus flowers. And then in the morning also, when you're doing Amrit Vela, think about it. And always remember that ultimate purity is when you are able to remember Baba most of the time. Not only I have to remember, but it comes. It's happening more and more in our lives that let me remember Baba. Because there is so much deep silence and soul is healed and rest in true silence. It's not effort. So whenever you are in remembrance, the soul is really recharging, is being cleansed completely, is being healed, and all that is in remembrance. So our homework is to think about a lotus-like life. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti! Today we are going to Canada. We are going to visit Halifax, Quebec, and Montreal. Make sure you have everything for this trip because it's time to go.
We are so proud of our Baba's homes worldwide and our neighboring country in Canada, beautiful places. Did you all like your visit? Hello, hello, brother Eric. Beautiful to visit Montreal after some time. Very, very beautiful and nice to see you. Everyone is happy. Yes, Om Shanti. Yeah, she had been coordinator, helping the center. Very nice. Very good to see you. Hello, hello, Halifax. Mm, Judy, man. Beautiful. It's the same place, right, where we came. It's Nicole. Beautiful. The same space, right? Yeah, that's very, very good. I am very happy to visit again. And Baba has made us at least whole family, uh, whole region, many from different parts are visiting Quebec. So all the good wishes to everyone. Om Shanti. So we will reflect on. I'm not reading blessing today because blessing is talking about other homework. Mm. So I thought let's stay with this lotus flower contemplation. Mm. Blessing is more about the one of most good symbol Lakshmi has is urn, urn of nectar or wealth, whatever. So that we will do it tomorrow. Okay, let's remember Baba, say thank you, good night to Baba. He's taking us on this travel and all children, those who help us, and the team who produces, right? So lots of love to them. They're all incognito, but lot of young ones are joining. And most important thing is they enjoying it very much, doing it. So that's why you see different creativity. You also heard a song translated in English because we play in the song and many souls say we don't understand. So they are trying to translate everything in English. Okay, let's remember Baba.
स्वर्ग बनाए मिलकर आओ स्वर्ग बनाए मिलकर कहती ये दुनिया सारी कहती ये दुनिया सारी जैसी सोच वैसा जीवन जैसी सोच वैसा जीवन वैसी ही सृष्टि हमारी हम फैलाए ज्ञान प्रकाश बदलेंगे धरा आकाश हम फैलाए ज्ञान प्रकाश बदलेंगे धरा आकाश अब सबकी यही है आस अब सबकी यही है आस स्मृति से बदली दृष्टि वृत्ति बदली कृति और प्रवृत्ति दृष्टि बदली फैली अशांति दूषित हुई है सारी प्रकृति
बनेगी दुनिया प्यारी, परिवर्तन कर ले इसी को, बनेगी दुनिया प्यारी, जैसी सोच वैसा जीवन।
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Om Shanti.